Hello world, it's Berto Pry 5. Kapla. Today we're going to try and help Captain Track get his xSplit set up. So let me wait a minute to get Captain Track into the chat here. I'll send him the link for the stream. Share, link, copy, go to Twitter, send it to Captain Track, and then see if he shows up. And if anyone else shows up, you're welcome to hang out with us. But this is mostly just going to be going about showing Captain Track how to set up xSplit. And to do that, hey, well, hello, Captain. Great. Okay, so what we're going to do is, before I bring you on, because if I bring you on, it's going to tie up your camera and your microphone. So let's just start this. I'm going to show you my xSplit. Now, I'm not live via xSplit. I'm live via StreamYard. So my xSplit is still there. So I will share my screen. Okay. And there you go. You can see this is my xSplit window. Now, obviously, I have a fairly substantial scene set up here. But don't worry about the scene right now. The first thing I want you to do, Captain, is go up here to broadcast. And if you have to, maximize the window and put it to 1080p so that you can see it, all the details, and you can read the text. Because obviously, if YouTube is on 480 or 240, you're not going to be able to read what's here. But if you put it to, you use the gear icon in the YouTube window and put the resolution up to 1080p, and you maximize the YouTube window, you'll be able to see what's going on. So my first question, Captain, is if you go to broadcast, do you see something that says YouTube, and then it would say YouTube Captain Track? Is there any YouTube listed? That's the first question. If there is, then we can go on to the next step. If there isn't, then that's the first thing we need to do, is add YouTube to that list of broadcast options. And I will go to, yes, okay, so YouTube is there. So if I go to, okay, no, not record. I go to broadcast YouTube live. I get this confirmation screen that comes up. And when I hit start broadcast, that would actually start broadcasting on the Berto Pray 5 channel. Now, the details in here are what were from my last live stream. So not worrying too much about the details right now. We can edit those in YouTube. But do you get the start broadcast screen if you go to YouTube? If you go to broadcast YouTube, do you get the start broadcast screen that I have? Okay. If you want, I would suggest starting a stream. If you don't mind starting a stream, go ahead and start a stream and let's see what happens. My guess is you're only going to need help setting up the scene, which I can help you do next. But if you don't, it's up to you. Do you want to start the stream and I can help you through there? Or do you want to just hit cancel and we can set up the scene before you start streaming? Your choice. Okay, so we'll do the scene first. So I'm going to hit cancel, as you would hit cancel. And okay, so I have a bunch of scenes already set up, but I'm going to go to, you don't worry about this. I'm saving my presentation just so I can come back to it later. I call mine 2020 mega presentation. Yes, I want to replace it. Okay. So here we go. Here's a new blank presentation. Something you're going to have something similar. So basically here, if you haven't given this scene a name, it's going to say scene 1. You're going to want, you start out by adding a source. The first source you want to add is your video camera, I assume. So here you go to add source, devices. It says devices, webcam / capture cards. You go to video and you can choose your webcam from a list. Now, because you install xSplit VCam is one of the defaults, but you don't have to use xSplit VCam. In fact, unless you need xSplit VCam, I would suggest using your main webcam. So for me, it's this one, the C922 Pro Stream webcam. Now I'm going to choose that, and it's black. You see it's a black screen. Well, that's because I have the lens closed. I'll open the lens. There we go. You can see a painting on my wall, and I'll just aim it at the window for now. So now with this on, you can drag this anywhere you want. If you want it to take up the full screen, you can drag it to the corner and highlight the corner and drag it, and you have full screen video. If you want to share your screen, you want to share something else, maybe you just want to put this in the corner, and then we're going to add another source. So if we come here and we go to screen capture, these are our main choices. Now, you can capture an entire monitor. Like I have 2 monitors, so I have desktop 1 and desktop 2. But more often than not, I think you just want to capture a single window from a single application. And now this would work whether it's a game or an app or anything. So if you wanted to record Discord, you could record Discord. In fact, let me go ahead and open Discord just so that we have an idea of how that would work. Okay. Let's see. I don't need Discord to take up the full window space, but okay. Okay. So if we go here to add source, screen capture, window capture, one of these is going to say Discord. There it is. Discord.exe. And there you go. You're seeing my Discord window. So I'll make it big and you guys can see what is on my Discord window. But now it's blocking the camera. And it's blocking the camera because the Discord window, this is your scene down here. The Discord window is above it. So if we come down here to your camera and we click this arrow, the point up arrow, that will move the different layers in the scene. So that will put the camera above the Discord window. And now you can see, obviously, the camera is in front of the Discord window. And you could talk on the camera. You can have yourself in the camera, and then you could go through Discord, and like obviously those are personal messages, so I won't click on them. But you could go click on your personal Discord. Let me move this over a little. There we go. This is my personal Discord, the Bird of Prey 5 channel. And you can scroll through and whatever. If people want to talk to you on Discord channel, they can talk to you on the Discord channel. Then I just minimize Discord because I didn't want to keep it open too much. So let me go back and see if you've said anything in the chat. Apologies. Okay. How can you use your Captain Track image? Oh, okay. Good question. So forget the camera. Let's say I'm going to turn the camera off. It's like it wasn't even here. I'm just going to hit this eye icon and the camera's gone. It's turned off. So if you want to use your Captain Track image, go to Add Image. Add Source. Add Source. And you're going to go to Media File. And it says videos, images, ... Okay. And then you bring up your computer file selector. And for me, I have all the different pictures I might use in my pictures folder, in avatar folder. And these are all avatars I've either made for people or used over the years. So don't pay too much attention to them. But here's one of my old avatar pictures. Well, those are actually kind of small. Okay. So we'll double click on this picture and, you can just drag it. You can move it. This is a pretty low resolution picture to use, but it gets the job done. But yeah, it's blocky. If it looks blocky, it's because it's low res. And you can add as many sources here. You can stack photos. You can stack videos. Like instead of doing an image, I could have put an MP4 file, and it would just play on loop. It would just play on a loop, unless I went in and I set other settings, so it didn't play on a loop. Obviously, anything you want to edit, you right-click on. You can edit the layout. You can change the size, the position. You can crop it down here, like here it says top. If you drag it and let go, it cuts off the top. You put it back to 0, the top comes. You drag it, you cut off a little from the left, you cut off a little from the right. You can make like a portrait picture, things like that. And you can hit reset to always put it back to normal and then click out. John Meyer says, Bird, you sound strange. Are you sick? No, John, I'm probably a little distant from the microphone because I keep having to turn my head to see my second screen because I have this all set up on the second screen. Thank you, though. I am feeling fine. Number one says, Bird of Prey, I hope you get well soon. I'm not sick, but thank you. I mean, we can go into adding music and gaming, but let's just start with the basics. So whatever he wants, we'll do. First things first, though, is to get his Captain Track image, be able to broadcast to YouTube, and if he wants to make sure, I'll check his stream once he starts broadcasting to make sure I can hear him and I see his image, and I imagine it would work. But once that's working, then we can always add more cool things like pictures and what's not. John Meyer says, "Rip Bird." Wow. John Meyer. Do I sound that bad? Let me listen to what I sound like. Maybe there's a problem with the microphone. Do I sound that bad? No, I don't sound bad. Sons of bitches. You try to help somebody, and people come in and tell you that you're dying. You make Mama Pray cry now. It's not nice. It's not nice, but it's good to see you guys. John Meyer, I don't think I've seen you in a stream in a bit. Maybe this time is just better. Number one sci-fi, I see you all the time. So actually, guys, while we're talking, has anybody heard from Sci-Fi Nation? Because it's been like several days since I've seen or heard from him. I messaged him on Twitter. I haven't heard back. Mamo Pray's a little worried about him.
I put a comment on his last live stream.
Yeah.
Just, are you okay? Nothing.
Mamo Pray commented on one of his live streams and not heard back. So we're a bit worried. Well, obviously, we know the situation with him and Mrs. Sci-Fi. I hope he's okay. I hope Mrs. Sci-Fi is okay. I hope the Sci-Fi kids are okay. But if anybody does hear from him, please let them know that we're a bit worried. Yeah, Captain Track has not heard from him since Tuesday. John Meyer says, I wouldn't make Mama Pray cry. You did sound terrible, honest. I'm sorry. It's probably when I turn my head away from the microphone, it sounds worse. Also, I'm laying on my side instead of sitting up. So that also affects the voice a bit. I don't tend to do too many streams laying on my side. I have on occasion, especially back in the day when I was playing City Skylines a lot. So the other thing you can put in here is just text. If you go to add source, if you just want to put in, there's different types of things you can do with text. It's actually pretty advanced. If you click this box, use custom script, and then you edit the scripts, and you click on scripts. Where are the scripts? Oh, maybe I made a mistake. Okay, maybe don't click use custom script. Okay, you can do scrolling text, fading text. Somewhere in there's also an option to do like countdowns and whatnot. but you can change the color of the font, like a nice high contrast, a yellow, put an outline on the font, like a dark red, adjust a bunch of things, and then you can move it around. You can change the size of it. There we go. You can shrink it down. Captain Track says, if you have this number, Berta Prey X, please call. I don't have his number, Captain Track. I don't think I do. I have to check.
I think DJ has.
DJ might have his number. So, Captain Track, how are you? Are you working on the scene? What you think? You have another question? Whereabout are you in the process? Okay, you change the text color. If you've closed it already, right click on the text box. You go to, the easiest way is to go to text, and right in front it says font. There's a drop down box. And no, it's, okay, let me make the text bigger so it's easier to see. But there you go. So right click on it, and then here it says font color. It doesn't say color, but there's a drop down box. You can just pick any color you want from the drop down box. Like I picked yellow, but whatever color you want. Pick blue. And then if you want an outline, which I tend to like the outline, that's again a little drop down box. You pick a color. Blue and white tend to be a good one. Here's where you change the font. There's a bunch of whatever fonts are installed on your computer, you have the option of using. The only thing you don't have here, I mean, it's like a regular word processor. The only real setting that you don't have here is the size, because the size you just control by changing the size of the box. You can make the text bold, italic, underlined. You can align it left, right, center. Center's default. Top and bottom of the box. You can, if you add you can add a shadow to the text. This is no shadow. This is a shadow on the bottom right, which is the most usual place for a shadow. You can change the blur, the opacity. Also, this is the color of the shadow. Like right now we have a white shadow, but I'll put a dark shadow. I would think most people probably want a black shadow. That makes it a little nicer. I'll take the italic off. I don't think the italic's really useful. But yeah, we got that. And then if I click here under animation, we can have it scroll like my scroll at the top or the bottom of the page, and or we could have it fade in and out. I'll be honest, I don't know. Oh, the fade speed. We're just going to keep it at normal text for now. And I accidentally muted the microphone. Okay, we're back. What happened to my avatar? Son of a bitch. Huh, my avatar is showing up in Streamlab, but it's not in StreamYard, but it's not showing in YouTube. Let me change the avatar and change the avatar back. Now let's see. Okay, there we go. Now my avatar is back. Hey, Richie Poole, just trying to help Captain Trek get his xSplit working so he can do some streaming. Basic setup for right now. I can't have him in the chat, in the voice chat, because if I do, then his camera and microphone are going to get used by his web browser instead of xSplit. And if he tries to go live or add those sources, they're going to be broken because they'll be already in use. So the best way to do it, although slow, is to just read his comments and then respond verbally. Okay, so you got red color. That's cool. And like I said, you could play with the outline. You could play with a shadow color, any of that you need to do. I always try to go for highest contrast and text. Slow, like what I need. Yeah, no problem, Captain Trek. You let me know, Captain, what's the next thing you want to tackle, and we'll get to it. There's no rush here. And if anyone else has xSplit questions, I'll do my best to help in between. But the main purpose of this is to help Captain Trek. We can do other things for other people. These are a little bit more advanced stuff. Don't really need to worry about. Screen capture, devices, text, and media files. Those are the four things I use all the time. On rare occasion, a web page, but it's better to just capture a web browser rather with a screen capture rather than throw a web page directly on the screen, but you could do it if you have to. Well, Captain, really, there's nothing next, assuming you've got your Captain Trek image on the screen and you've got some text. I mean, if that's what you're ready with to go live, the next thing would be to go to broadcast and to start broadcasting. And I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work, but I would listen and make sure I can hear you and see your picture. And at that point, you're really just ready to stream. Let's see, what else could I think of? Oh, okay. Well, here's what we could do. If you want, I will show you on YouTube how you can modify because here, if you go, like if I go to broadcast, it's going to still have my old details from my previous live stream. Sometimes if you edit them here, it updates, but it doesn't always. You could go ahead and try it and see if that works. But I noticed I haven't tried this in months, to be honest, because I just set these on YouTube beforehand because I know it always works if I do that. So, but basically, here's what we'll do. Go to, okay, I'm going to show my web browser on the screen. So, okay, this is the web browser. So this is I'm on youtube.com. If I come up here to my account and I go to YouTube Studio, that's the channel dashboard. I click here to go to videos. Now, this might say, yeah, it might be expanded. It might say videos. But if it doesn't, if it just has the icon, either way, you go to videos and you're at channel videos and you go to live. You want to click live. And here is the, okay, first one is live. Oh, you won't see that because you're not going to be live. But if you are live, you can come here and you can edit, like here, xSplit help for Captain Track. I can edit the title. I could add a description. I could upload a thumbnail image. I could add tags, which you always want to add tags, especially if you're keeping the video public, because the tags are what people search for when they're searching for a video. It helps to add tags. But for you, for an upcoming, you want to come here to where it says upcoming, and you want to click edit, and you edit the details. You can edit, again, edit the title, edit the description, upload a different thumbnail if you want to. You don't have to upload any thumbnail. And, you know, put in some tags and then save changes. Right at the, okay, well, first you have to make a change. So then you, okay, yeah, for me, I had to scroll over. So come here, you hit save changes, and it takes a minute or two. Once the changes save, you can close out of it. And then when you go to start the broadcast on xSplit, well, actually, that was my. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you my tabs. That was Opera, which doesn't have all that many tabs open. This is my Chrome, which you can see it's many tabs open. Yeah. And then I also have Mozilla Firefox open with I don't know, a dozen or so tabs there. And when necessary, I open Edge. Oh, and then I also have my home security browser open, which is SlimJet, which only has one tab. But it uses a lot of CPU to show those cameras. So, I mean, if you're ready, I would go up to broadcast. click on your YouTube link, and then give it a minute, and then click on Start Broadcast, and that literally makes you go live. And your Captain Trek is live. So let's see. Okay. Video has been removed by the uploader. Did you cancel it already, Captain Trek? As soon as I clicked on it, it says the video's been removed. You can always try again. However, do note YouTube will only send out notifications 3 times a day. So if you like that going up, that was one of your notifications. So if you try it again multiple times today, eventually they'll stop sending out notifications. Also, I don't know if they send the notifications out if you try again too quickly, but just let me know if you do go live. I can always go to your channel and verify it. Okay, I do see that the stream is offline right now. I see your Captain Trek image. It looks good. Yeah, let me show you what I'm seeing. Captain Trek. Are you live? Let me show you what I'm seeing. You are. I can hear me. I can hear myself. I see your Captain Trek image. It looks good. Here, let me show you what I'm seeing. Okay, I do see that the stream is offline right now. You are. Yes, I hear you. That doesn't mean anything. I hear you just fine. StreamYard. No, but you just have to know that you are, and people will tell you that they can hear you. Okay, good. Let me put my headphone in so I'm not doubling back on your audio. Okay, sorry about that. So I heard you wanted to edit the image, so what? Okay, so what you want to do is crop the image. So, like if you right click, I gotcha. So if you right click on the image and go to layout, at the bottom it's cropping. So top looks pretty well cropped, although you might want to do a little bit more. Let's start with left and just start bringing it up. Bring it up to, I don't know, 30 or 40 pixels. And you'll see it move on the screen as you're cutting off sides of the image. I mean, none of this is permanent. The actual image is always saved on your computer. There you go. There you go. So there you go. Looks good. Richie Poole says it's alive. Okay. So you go up to File. That's good. So go up to File in the top corner and Save Presentation. I'm sorry. In xSplit. Yes, in the main xSplit window. And now if it ever changes, you can go back to the same place and load presentation, and you can always, it'll come back to this point. Children, it feels like when NASA's talking with Mars, there's such a delay. Yeah. Well, it's because you're hearing it through my YouTube, and that's like a 10-second delay, and then I'm hearing your delay. But if I went to your Discord and spoke, we could talk quicker. Okay, what you should do is mute my YouTube page so that I don't hear it through YouTube, and we'll just do it through Discord. There it is. I muted my microphone. My bad. Okay, now I muted your YouTube channel so that I only hear you through Discord. So it's not too bad. So yeah, you can have people come in and talk like this. They can watch on YouTube. They just bring the volume down on YouTube. And like I can see LDG Pixels. Hello, LDG. Hello, Alexander Brooks. It works. Yes. Yes, I can hear you and the kids. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think it was my fault. I think I was off Discord so you couldn't hear me. Yeah, I was pressing it, but Discord was muted. That was the problem. It was my side. It was my fault. My bad. Yes, I hear you on YouTube. I do. I hear both of us on YouTube. No, I mean, there's no StreamYard involved here. It's People who are just listening can listen on YouTube, and people who want to listen and talk can listen and talk through Discord. With YouTube up, but just with YouTube muted. LDG says I'm kind of loud. I'm going to turn down my microphone. Ah, well, then that's why. I'll have to wait for LDG to answer since. It goes to 11 on mine. I was joking. After 88, it starts going backwards in time. I mean, sounds fine in Discord. I don't know that I hear you in YouTube. Okay, yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you on YouTube too. Sorry. What do you want to do? I mean, how fancy do you want to get? Yeah, I mean, I think you're probably pretty good here. You know, I would say get used to streaming like this for a bit. I mean, we can start adding things as you need them, but I would say the next lesson is just turning it off. Not that I'm saying you should yet, but if you just want to make sure you know how to do that. Okay. Probably the easiest way is to capture a web browser. So if you go to add source and you go to where is it? The screen capture, window capture, and you capture if you've got Firefox. That's the easiest one to capture. What did you put on? Oh, okay. So you can you go in the list of things for the scene. Yeah, you can. Okay, you did it. You either hit remove or you can hit the eye icon to just hide it. Now the title of it, it's going to be whatever web page you were on. Okay, now you go down. Sorry, you go down to the bottom where the scene elements are, and you click on the one that's for your Captain Track graphic, and then you click the up arrow at the on the right side. There's an up and down arrow. So click the up, not on your keyboard. You click the up arrow in xSplit, and that will move your Captain Track image above the web page, or you can move your web page below the Captain Track image. Either way. Okay, then if you the very top thing in the window scene should be your web browser. So if you click on it and highlight it, it looks like you just brought it behind your black graphic, your background. No, well, do you still? Okay. How many things do you have listed under where it says scene? Okay, so if there's something you don't want at all, if you want it completely gone, you highlight it in the scene and you hit remove. It's underneath the bottom. It says add source, copy, paste, remove, rename, and settings. You highlight the one you want to get rid of completely and hit remove, and it will be erased from the scene forever. What's not wanting to appear? Okay, you highlighted it. You highlighted its line on there. Like it'll be just a link to the image. Okay, so I would save this presentation as a second presentation. So if you ever need to come back to it, you can. I don't get upset. But the thing is, every time you reboot, you're probably going to have to re-add the Firefox window to it, or the chat window, because yeah, that will change from time to time. So you're just going to have to re-add that part, but everything else will stay. The Captain track, that'll stay. Everything else, just the web browser that tends to change every time you exit it and restart it. It's a hell of a lot easier than OBS. I know that much. Well, it's I tell you, it's working fine now. I would recommend you go over to live chat. Well, you should put in a link to your Discord or whatever, so people can head over there. It's a good way to get people to join their Discord. You could put a link. You are welcome. So I'm not saying you should exit now, but just, she is good. Thank you. But just so you know, if you go back to broadcast and you click on YouTube a second time, that will end the broadcast. Son of a bitch. Sorry about that. Again, every time I minimize Discord, it stops hearing me. I was still talking. Yes, Mamo Pray is fine. Thank you. She's good. Okay, well, I just wanted to tell you then was how to end the broadcast for when you're ready. Obviously not now. But when you're done streaming, you go back to broadcast, and then you're going to click the YouTube that you clicked the first time. You click it again, and they'll say, do you want to end broadcast? You hit yes. And then that stops the streaming. Okay. Yeah, because if you just close it, I don't know what happens. I know you're supposed to end the stream officially through broadcast. So if that's good, then I'm going to end my stream and I'll start listening to yours. You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon.